I'm Vicencio.
I'm Gennie Villegas.
And this is Thomasians, What You Think.
Hey, I'm Maurice Sarate. So, in this new segment of Thomasians, What You Think, we are going to roam around UST and ask students what is in vitro fertilization. So, before we move on and ask people around UST, what is in vitro fertilization?
Hi, Lorenzo Pascual here. And now, what is in vitro fertilization? In vitro fertilization is a process wherein the egg cell is fertilized by the sperm cell outside of the uterus. Afterwards, the fertilized egg cell is implanted in the woman's uterus. When successful, the pregnancy cycle begins. Now, this process is usually done in three-parent babies, designer babies, and surrogacy.
Are you aware of in vitro fertilization?
Yes, I am aware and I have knowledge about it.
Yun ba yung parang hindi siya natural way of produce or ano way?
Know about in vitro fertilization?
Yes,
Yes, may knowledge ako kasi sa social media namin ko nababasa about in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, I have a little knowledge about it.
Yes, I am aware of certain issues.
Konti lang yung knowledge ko about dun sa in vitro fertilization.
Yeah, oo. Dati nung high school topic namin.
So, do you think in vitro fertilization is ethical or unethical?
I think it's ethical to the point na parang you are actually trying to give happiness to another couple. You are, parang with in vitro kasi you're making another solution kumbaga sa problem nila which is unable to bear a child. Eh in Bible naman, 'di ba, pag couple ka nga, they want to bear a child, you want to have a family. So with in vitro, you're giving them happiness kumbaga.
Para sa akin naman kasi yung basis ko lang kung ethical or hindi ethical is yung kapag may nag-violate kang diba, may mga nasasaktan or napapahamak na organism or tao. So, para sa akin, since ano naman yun, procreation naman yun, paggawa rin naman ng buhay yun, wala namang nasasaktan or walang kahit anumang harm na nalulunod. Para sa akin, ethical pa rin naman siya. Kahit iba yung way niya kaysa dun sa natural.
For me, it is ethical because nowadays, most especially to the LGBT community, they have advantage in doing IVF if they want to have kids in the future. So I think for me, it is ethical because many people already practice this, and also to some mother that cannot sustain a child or cannot bear a child. So I think IVF is ethical.
For me po, it is ethical if there's a consent from the surrogate, and di ba po naman may agreement naman po doon, so it will be considered as ethical if may consent.
I think it's ethical naman. Kasi it's their choice naman if they want to have children. Whether or not they intercourse.
Para sa akin, ethical naman siya kasi parang you don't kill a life naman. You're making a life ka naman. So, it's just that na hindi siya biological or nasa loob ng tummy ng woman. So, I think it's ethical.
Para sa akin, ethical siya kasi i-discuss niya yung natural cycle of life natin. Parang yung nature natin na sisiyak yung gagawin natin.
Honestly, I find it unethical in the sense na the child is being born from another mother. So it's not really like natural in a sense.
For me, because Philippines is a Catholic country, taliwa siya and unethical siya in a way kasi taliwa siya sa teachings ng Catholic.
Do you consider doing in vitro fertilization?
If incapable ako to bear a child and feeling ko gusto ko talaga, I will. I mean, I don't see any harm actually in doing in vitro.
If ever I'll be put in the situation, I won't really consider it because I find it unethical.
For me, yes, if I am incapable of producing such life. So, yeah. Yes.
In case of, kung kailangan nyo tayo na.
No, because I think naman
No. It depends po sa package. Like food. Carry naman ng...
No.
Yeah, I consider it kasi there's a lot of pregnancy death. Women giving birth end up being dead or because of a lot of complications. So I think good din siya for me in the future.
Last, do you think the Philippines should practice in vitro fertilization?
To be honest, kasi since given na yung family planning kasi here in the Philippines, in the poor regions is, yung education kasi in terms of land is hindi talaga nakuha. Pero, in vitro kasi requires a lot of money and ang dami rin here in the Philippines are capable of actually getting in vitro. So I think yes, Philippines is ready, especially if you're capable with money and all the resources. Why not?
Yes, if Philippines is ready for that, since there's a lot of debate about in vitro fertilization in the Philippines since we're a Catholic country and the church sees as that it's unethical. So if Philippines are willing to accept it, I think we're in.
For me, ang dami pong mga hindi nagkakaanak dito. I think pwede may chance na practice yung in vitro dito, pero as of now, we don't have the capacity to do it because the sources, yung pera niya is actually sobrang mahal po magpa-in vitro. Kaya I think as of now, Philippines is not ready for that kind of procedure.
Sa ngayon, hindi pa kasi sa state ng Philippines ngayon, considered po siya as a third world country. And hindi pa siguro ready kasi mahal yung mga equipments niya.
There are other options naman to, kunwari, adopt na lang instead of ganun. And also naman kasi nga hindi natin sinasupport ng parang sa opinion ko lang.
In relation to my answer, since I find it unethical, I could say being Catholic rin as a country, I'd say no.
Yes. Lalo na din sa mga tao na gusto mag-anak pero parang hindi sila capable of doing it in a natural way. So para sa akin, okay lang ako.
Yes. Rights ng mga tao if they want to do it. It depends actually kasi depende din syempre sa una pera. Napakamahal na in vitro fertilization. And yung mayayaman na nakaka-afford yun. Kaya, hindi naman lahat sa akin mayayaman. Depende pa din sa tao.
So, yes, Philippines should practice this, but we all know that Philippines, our country, is a Catholic country, Roman Catholic country. So, I think the church will not be people will not agree with this because madaming magkaka-issue yan sa makatipad to the government. So, kung sa other countries, okay naman, pero yun, in the Philippines,
technological advancement that we are experiencing today, I think we should be glad and that we have now the opportunity to have an alternative into bearing a child. And I think for me, this is somehow ethical because the sole purpose of this in vitro fertilization is for a couple to bear a child, and who wouldn't want that, right? And I know that this country, the Philippines, is still developing and considered as third world country. I think that the government should allow this process for wala naman siyang tinatapakan or na-violate na rights.
And that's it guys for another video. I'm Vicencio.
I'm Gennie Villegas.
I'm Maurice Sarate.
And I'm Enzo Pascual.
And this is
Thomasians, what do you think?